I don't think it's right to stay in traditional definitions of what the roles are. A king doesn't always have to lead. I married an alpha male.
All right, here's a better response. Watch this.
Loves to lead. But guess what?
Notice how she's the only one that laughed.
Yeah. I let him lead.
Women are not giving their best to don't like.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. You want to give your best to women you know you don't want a wife. If you're going to give good D, but you can't give good D and boyfriend energy at all, bro.
Well, you play a dangerous game, bro. It's a dangerous game.
At that point, she's stabbing you and say, look what we had. Look what you did to us. Like, and it's your fault.
Number one, they want a leader. They want a good leader, a loving leader. Even women that are more in their masculine energy, you might think, well, they want to be the leader. And I think they want to be the leader because maybe they have to be. But even masculine energy women, I think down deep inside would love to have a stronger man. And I think that when there's a strong leader that she feels safe with, that she trusts, that she feels like he really cares about her well-being, she will naturally go into her feminine energy.
A lot of these women don't really understand you can't mock a man for shooting his shot and then wonder why he stopped shooting, wonder why he stopped approaching you, because you were being.
When will a woman realize the man she lost? Number one, regret. They realize what they lost and they wonder if it is still fixable. Grass was not greener on the other side. Number two, comfort. They miss the familiarity of the emotional support and the comfort that you gave them. Number three, unfinished business. They want closure or answers that they didn't get before. Number four, nostalgia. They long for the good times and the connection that just once existed. But remember, gentlemen, it's not always about rekindling the love. They would be just trying to fill this void. Stay firm in your boundaries and don't let the past pull you back unless it truly makes sense.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
My boyfriend's always coming home late from work recently. Why's that? I just think he's addicted to his job and doesn't really care about anything else. And then he just comes home and plays Xbox with his friends. He's all happy with them and then he shuts down when I try to talk to him. Well, how do you talk to him? I tell him he's not dedicating enough time to me. And then it just turns into some fight about how he's doing his best. But he's not. He could be with me and not that stupid Xbox. Is your boyfriend good at his job? Yeah. Do his friends that play Xbox seem to appreciate him? I mean, yeah, but I think your boyfriend's spending time in places where he receives respect. His boss, his colleagues, his friends. Men are really simple. All they want is respect. And their time and attention tends to go where they receive it. How about instead of making him feel bad for working late, you tell him how much you appreciate his hard work and dedication to his career. Instead of telling him how he plays too much Xbox, you treat him with the same respect as the friends he plays with. Instead of expressing your frustration, you ask him what's on his mind. Once he feels respected, appreciated, and understood by you, he'll never want to leave your side again.
A lot of these women don't really understand you can't mock a man for shooting his shot and then wonder why he stopped shooting, wonder why he stopped approaching you, because you were being.
So I'm genuinely curious on the opinions of what men think they would be husband material. So, you know, when you say like, oh, you're not like wifey status, or like that doesn't scream wife to me, but what makes a man be a husband? Like what would you think that you would describe yourself as? Yeah, I'm husband material. Like I would be a good husband type thing. Like I'm just genuinely curious as why or what do men bring that would make them a hubby? You know, we always talk about women like, oh no, you know, you show your body off in the internet, so I wouldn't wife that, you know, but what would make a guy husband? Drop in the comments, tell me what you think, because I need to know what your men's perspective is, why you think you're a husband or you're a catch.
Modern women think they're so smart, but the thing is, men know when they're being manipulated. They know when you're trying to do something or say something that is not in their best interest, and you're trying.
If my husband ever tells me to change because he's uncomfortable with an outfit I'm wearing, then I'll change my clothes. Simple as that. He doesn't even need to ask because I have common sense. But if one day he does need to ask, he won't need to repeat himself. This isn't a lack of freedom. It's respect. And I don't do this based on if I feel respected by him first. It's my own initiative. Because in a relationship, taking the first step before receiving is the key to peace. Many people have bought into the lie that a happy marriage is based on having the freedom to do whatever you want. You should just be yourself and you shouldn't have to consider the other person in every little thing that you do. Has this led to happier marriages? No, our generation has skyrocketed the divorce rates. A relationship isn't about individualism. It's about partnership, becoming one. And that involves making many adjustments and considering every little thing that could affect your man, including your outfits. If you're unwilling to change anything for the person that you're choosing to share your life with, you should seriously reconsider your actions in your marriage. Follow me for more content like this.
Modern women think they're so smart. But the thing is, men know when they're being manipulated. They know when you're trying to do something or say something that is not in their best interest and you're trying to.
Men don't need 20 things from a woman, just 3. Let me explain. Number 1, be his peace. The world already fights him every day. Work, pressure, expectations. So when he comes home, he shouldn't feel like he's walking into another war. Calm, grace, understanding. That's where men soften. That's where they open up. Number 2, respect. And yes, it matters more than you think. Not loud praise, real respect. Trusting his decisions, believing in his leadership. When a man feels respected, he feels unstoppable, and he will rise to earn it. And number 3, intimacy, not just physical, emotional closeness, feeling wanted, feeling appreciated. That little extra effort that says, I choose you, men feel that deeply. And when they feel loved, they give even more love back. It's not complicated. Peace, respect, intimacy, 3 things that change everything.
Modern women, it's crazy because they say that, well, I want to be left alone. I don't want men talking to me. And when men leave you alone, then you get upset. Men heard you. They stopped approaching you. They stopped messing with you and quote unquote harassing you, as you say. And now you're confused as to why the request that you made was honored. This is what you asked for. What are you talking?
Sis, can I share something with you? If your husband can't correct you about your behavior, a situation, or something that you're doing without you going, well, what about you? You're the problem. Why? Because it is your husband's job, his responsibility to correct you, to give you directions, to let you know how things are supposed to be ran in his home. Because remember, he's the head of the home. And if you don't believe that that is right, that means that you're in rebellion against God and you need to repent. Stop fighting your husband in a role that he was given to him by God. In all actuality, most of the suggestions that he's giving you should be instructions. And if your husband can only give you a suggestions, you are in error and need to repent once again. So get off this whole thing about what about you. The point is you should be focused on you. Get yourself together first, and then everything else will fall in line. Remember that today and carry on.
A lot of these men approaching now are the ones that don't really care about rejection. Those are the creeps that you guys are talking about. Not all the guys, but there are a lot of men out there that are approaching that really don't care nothing about your feelings, right? I don't really care about rejection. I don't care about much else either. I don't really even care about you. I'm just trying to get the.
Some women never get asked the question, what do you bring to the table? Or are you submissive? Or I wish you were more feminine. Some women are never asked those questions because they choose men that lead, that have a purpose. Because those kinds of men exude the kind of confidence to where he can spot the kind of energy that he's attracted to. So no, people don't ask me what I bring to the table, or are you feminine? Are you submissive? Because I exude that kind of energy. in a man's presence. So who y'all be talking to where y'all gotta ask these kinds of questions? There's probably them kind of women who y'all be asking to approach y'all and ask y'all on dates, and then you wonder why they not feminine, they more masculine. You wanted that, Mr. Ask me first. Ask me for my number. Approach me. I don't know. Y'all let me know what it seems like.
You know, a lot of men are not approaching because they learn their lesson, right? Tried being a gentleman, learn my lesson. Tried being, the good guy, the stable guy. I learned my lesson. Try to be assertive. Try to be vulnerable. I learned my lesson. In all of these situations, modern women are continuing to ruin the dating market with their...
Oh, good God. Not another one.
So I've been divorced for 2.5 years, and I'm ready to start dating. And I'm just wondering, where are all the men at? Because the dating apps, well, they're terrible. Either the men don't know how to take good pictures of themselves, or they're just not on there, or they don't say anything. I don't really understand it. They're not at the grocery store. Like, are you guys getting your groceries delivered? Where are all the men at? I don't golf, so that's out.
When are they going to get it? When are they going to get that men are off enjoying life, enjoying their peace, and just want to be left the hell alone? When are they going to get that men have figured out that they're far, far happier, their lives are far better without women than with them? When are they going to get that men are no longer interested in dealing with their drama, delusions, and narcissism? Not to mention their never-ending ridiculous expectations and demands, especially from women who've already proven that their word, their promises, their commitments are nothing more than hollow lies. Sorry, ladies, but y'all made your beds. Now you're going to get to spend the rest of your life living in them alone.
A lot of these modern women keep on asking, where are all the chivalrous men at? What's going on with them? Well, it's simple. You mocked him into retirement. And so now instead of him coming out and approaching you, and even if y'all don't come together on some type of agreement, like, oh, I'm not interested, he might stick around and say, hey, you seem like a pretty cool dude. Now you don't even get that because you was being a loser. And now he's like, I don't want to deal with that.
That these women were not real. And my first experience actually was a clip that went viral when I was interviewing a woman that I had met briefly in LA, and she was talking about her standards in a man. And she told me she required a pretty expensive engagement ring. I think it was around $250,000. So again, I did not think these women existed. I didn't think they were real until I started interviewing women and asking them what their standards were. Today, I'm going to talk about a tweet that I saw from a girl named Michaela. Tweeted her ideal man, and she said he has to be 6 foot plus, good facial bone structure, 120 IQ, deep voice, funny, assertive, a cowboy personality, and income over 130,000. Optional, Ivy League educated and old money. I have talked to a 27-year-old Los Angeles surgeon, a 28-year-old, 2 Ivy League degrees, son of a diplomat, rich, flies to a different state for haircuts and tennis with friends, a 23-year-old, 6'4" UC Berkeley grad making $350,000 per year, and a 25-year-old MIT athlete frat boy who's now working as an engineer. One of them proposed. So I have a couple questions for Michaela. I have a lot of questions about just how realistic this is. Maybe it's more realistic than I think. I don't know. I'm welcome to being proven.
And I think modern women have to understand that you can't have it both ways. You've been loud and clear for literal years. Don't approach me in public. It's harassment. And men heard the message and they stopped. Simple as that. And now, for some reason, modern women are confused about why men are not approaching them. You created this situation. And then you're going to blame men for following the rules that you set. That doesn't make any sense. Think about what you're talking about.
Pound Town has been shut down. I just read one of my comments on one of those posts, and a guy said, marriage is women's new hustle, and I could not agree more, because seriously, one, they throw it back for you in the beginning, they lock you down, they pop out a couple of kids, which is like secondary insurance to the whole tying you down part. And then when they get the divorce after they hit amnesia from shutting you off, they collect the paycheck. They get the alimony, they get the child support, they get more than 50-50 with the kids, and more than half the time, they get the whole house that you just busted your paying for the last 10 years. And what did she do? She took care of it or cleaned it up, maybe. But I totally agree that marriage is the women's new hustle. I saw a post with a female that said, ladies, you're doing it all wrong. She had 6 kids. She was 25 years old, around in her 20s, mid to late 20s. 6 kids, 6 different baby daddies. And she said each one of them comes with a paycheck, and I wake up every morning and my bills are paid. I'm like, so that's what we're doing in these streets now? Like, we're like, y'all are a bunch of trash pandas. And I know that not all women are like this, and the women that aren't, this video is not going to bother them because they know they don't fit into that category. But the women that do fit into the category, I think y'all need help. And I don't think there's any helping you, because it's like, that's just your way of life.
The cold approach died when approaching became a crime. It's really what happened, right? So when you started recording men, started insulting men, shaming men, doing all this other dumb stuff, that's when men said, oh shoot, this not for me. Oh, this not the life for me. Oh, she's not that cute. Oh man, I got dressed up, I look cute, and no men approached me. Have you ever audited the way you act when men come and approach you? Have you ever thought about that?
It actually puts men in take mode. They have the most primitive instinctual reaction to us being that way. And then we think that's who they are. No. You walk around in your joy, in your glow, in your contentment, in your momness. Do you know that's a privilege to be a mom? Just how I've always related to it. It's a privilege. You walk around in that. That's what's being responded to. They want to take care of you. They want to help you. Can I carry that for you? You've got these 3 little tykes. Could I push the cart for you? Really? You do that? Please. Instead of, I can do it myself. Well, of course you can do it yourself. It's another way we misinterpret them. We think they offer because they think we can't do it. Yes, I could go on and on and on and on. It's why we have 200 hours of videos. It's
amazing
on our site. But it's such good news, Layla, who men really are and who we are for them.
And then you have so many women that are just weird. They're just weird. Oh, there's no reason to approach me. There's no reason to be around me, except to just have normal human interaction. There's so many women that complain about men not approaching, and men, not even for approaching, not even for dating purposes, but they just be social, man. I don't want to talk to women all the time. I want to talk to some guys. I want to see what they're up to. Well, whenever you guys talk sideways, whenever you guys talk crazy, what are you expecting a man to do? What do you think a man is going to be doing? You think a man is going to be walking up to you if you're not friendly? I mean, guys, come on, man. It's not right.
So I had a long commute to work because the traffic was crazy. I don't even know why the traffic was crazy, but I had a lot of time to think about something. So first things first, I want a man who yearns for me. I'm talking like Bridgerton Romeo and Juliet. Like, I need to be the bane of this man's existence. Like, I'm putting my order in now with God. I want my love to feel like an 80s R&B song, like a Jagged Edge, Life Jennings, Lauryn Hill, Nivea, Aaliyah type of song. That's what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like a 90s rom-com with Matthew McConaughey. I don't care which one. It just needs to be starring Matthew McConaughey. That's what I want it to feel like. Okay? I want it to feel like William Shakespeare's iambic pentameter. That's what I want it to feel. I want it to feel like every song on the soundtrack in Twilight.
Once again, this sounds good when they're like, oh, I want a man to yearn. But it repels them at the same time. And it's funny that she made a shout out to like old R&B and like old music. Yo, those days are done. A lot of that music was around when times were different. That's done. Talking about Twilight. We're not talking about werewolves and vampires. Men ain't going for that, bro. And you're not going to get that. See, even in Twilight, isn't it funny how the chick is mad basic? The chick is mad basic. And she got two dudes fighting over her. Dudes are not doing that. They're not doing that. What? This is why they got to run and escape and go to books, podcasts, and, reality TV and stuff, because men aren't doing that. Men are ignoring the entitlement. Oh, you don't want me? Okay, cool. I'm not about to compete with him. Why would I do that when I respect myself? I want this, and I want to feel this, and I want et cetera and et cetera. What is the guy going to get in return? Matter of fact, what are you going to do to inspire the guy? What are you going to do? Can never answer that, but you want, and you want to feel, and you want this, and you want that. Dream on. I mean, dare to dream. It's good to have a dream. But it ain't happening anytime soon unless you get on the good foot and bring what can I do for you, sir, energy.
You gotta watch this.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as shit. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better.
Wow, so just to run that back, she had a man who would drop everything at 3 o'clock in the morning just to come by and cuddle with her. And not only cared for her, but also cared for the well-being of her child because they was in this hot house. And he went and got an air conditioner for them so that they wouldn't have to worry about that heat. Sounds like somebody who really cared about this woman. Let's continue.
And, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. It might have seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better. But, after it's all said and done, that wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time. That man wouldn't have missed his kid's first birthday. That man wouldn't have not seen his kids in over a year in person. That man wouldn't have fed me bull and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way. And it's like, I just say all of this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone. And I'm not even trying to bash my baby father or anything like that or speak down on him. But it's like, if I had known better at the time and I wasn't so young, dumb, and full of I wouldn't have did that, If I had known better, I would have done better.
Woo! So that goes to say, just because you hit a rough patch in your relationship, unless it's something that's irreparable, I'd say try to work it out. We all have our flaws, and we may have disagreements. But instead of going through the storm, she decided to go with her options. And look how that turned out. Well, it sounds like she got pregnant again with twins. No help at all. He didn't come to the doctor's appointments. He didn't show up when she needed him. I guarantee you she couldn't call on him at 3 o'clock in the morning and expect him to be there. And she threw away a good relationship because of a disagreement.
And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that, because he didn't deserve that. And you know, women make mistakes too. It really ain't all the men that out here that be cheating and lying and, you know, doing stuff like that. Like, women have babies on men too, and I'm sadly one of them. But I love my kids with everything in me, and I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. But I just wished I would have picked a better father for them.
This has to be heartbreaking. This is a reminder that sometimes we don't realize the value of what we have until we've lost it. The good man that she had was ready to be there for her, to support her emotionally, probably in other ways too. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the illusion of new things, new adventures, new opportunities, new people. But we need to recognize and appreciate the people that we do have in our lives. The ones who show up, who care, and who are there when we need them the most. So what can we take away from this? Don't let the illusion of endless options make you overlook the real gems that you already have. Don't make the mistake of thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And this is for men and women. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, follow. You know what to do. Let's go.
Most men that I've dated are intimidated by my strong will. I don't feel that way. It's been known. Clearly, I'm not with them. But I'm happier by myself.
We had a lot of women on this couch.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of conversations with women.
Yeah.
And the women that keep trying to convince the world that they're strong and a man can't handle them, you're just unpleasant. You're not good to be around. You don't make for a good partner. And you're trying to disguise it behind, I'm just a strong woman. That's why he can know. You're just unpleasant and nobody wants to be in a relationship. You don't know how to make a successful relationship last. You think the relationship is all about you, yourself.
You know what they call that?
I'm tired. I'm tired of being told I'm a great man, but being treated like I ain't one. Tired of being told I'm everything she wants in a man, only to find out she's been searching for more in another one. I'm tired, like emotionally exhausted. Like I sleep on myself while not being able to sleep myself. I'm tired. I'm tired like the only break I catch is with my heart. And the only peace I get is me and a bunch of them on the corner, puzzled, trying to put myself together after I put it all together because the lies still give you the truth. I'm tired.
The lies give you the truth.
It's kind of annoying to me that women are the ones who are participating in this wave of celibacy, because I honestly feel like men are the ones who need it. Like, I don't feel like women need it in the way that men do, because I literally feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like every man, the first thing they think of when they see a woman is not like, oh, like, would I date this person or whatever, or be their friend or whatever? It's, would I sleep with them? And like, I feel like that's just their initial feeling towards any woman that they meet. And that's never the first thing I think when I meet a man, ever. So I just feel like you guys need to get your brains checked, figure your out, because I think celibacy might be a great resource for you to have discipline and stop ruining women's lives.
You so scared to wife a hoe, bitch? Hello, and welcome to the National Geographic special, the Alpha Female Edition. Let us watch an alpha female in her natural habitat, and remember, don't simp. Alpha Venom is watching with his evil glare. I'm so scared to wife a hoe. I did everything, babe. What the am I gonna fall for? What we have here is the Hoadactyl, a creature that delights in getting breeded by multiple males until it gets bored. After which it will beg a beta to feed it and take care of it. Are you not gonna lose me to a man who's gonna whip out 13 inches on me, bitch? I had that. Notice how the Hoadactyl speaks on how they gave up their body to many males. These creatures do this to try and secure a possible weak male. Oh, two homeboys offering to Eiffel Tower me? I'm not gonna fall for that. Ben had that. At the end of the day, you should never try to turn a dactyl into a housewife. These creatures are quite majestic, aren't they?
A man needs to learn from his mistakes. And if you challenge every decision that he makes, you are emasculating him. What you're secretly and subconsciously telling him is you don't trust his leadership. And how does one become a better leader? By leading and knowing that the colony is in alignment with whatever it is that he chooses. Now, if you take me to, that's on you. That's your fault. My job is to ride the with you. And I'm not even going to say anything. I don't have to say I told you so because you already know it. I don't have to say, hey, there was a bump in the road. Hey, you should have went left over there. Because I'm not going to emasculate the person whose leadership I say I trust. The same way where I trust a man that says, you're better at the balance sheet, do that. You're better with the finances, do that. You're better with organization, do that. You're better with this, do that. That doesn't take away from his leadership. That's a leader delegates. A leader makes decisions. A leader brings us into the direction that we should be flowing into. So I, with all of my heart, feel like to submit to your husband, which I think is submitting to the God in him, is trusting the mission and the vision of your marriage.
What if the mission and the vision of your marriage isn't what God ordained for you? Is there a way for the vision and the mission to change within a marriage?
Not if that man knows God. I don't think so.
Can someone on this godforsaken app help me understand how I'm still single? People say, oh, maybe you have too high of standards. I don't think I do. I think I have quite low standards, okay? All I want is a man who is funny and kind and bald, just completely hairless, actually, from head to toe, has zero ties to the state of Kentucky. Nobody really knows where he was on 9/11. Completely illiterate. Could perhaps be radioactive. Constantly drunk. 24/7. He's illegally blind, but his third eye is wide open. Now, I'm not saying this one's a requirement, but it would be nice to have a man who knows the Muffin Man. He's allergic to penicillin. He can completely unhinge his jaw. His taste in music can be best described as like a dentist office funk. Addicted to gambling, like 7 feet tall, 2 black eyes, and like, I think that's it. Like, I'm telling y'all, my standards are not that high. Like, just rise to meet them. Flock, dude. Oh, I almost forgot. He has to have a big old hog.
You wanna know why men hesitate to approach women? I'm about to tell y'all why. And some of y'all not gonna like it, but y'all know, I don't give a damn. A lot of y'all have RB up, resting face. You're not approachable. You look mean as okay, like, ugh, don't nobody want to be around you with that bad stink attitude. And it's true. It's true. I will never forget. Oh, let me say, story time. Anyway, this was like maybe 5-6 years ago. I feel like it was right before COVID. But anyway, I went out with this girl. We're no longer friends. But I went out with this girl and I was like, these men keep looking, but they're not approaching. And I like to go to that spot because the men approach, they buy drinks. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? But they just was not approaching, but they were looking. Like, I went to the restroom, came back, they was looking, and then I would sit back down, and it was like, they was thinking about approaching, but they just wasn't. And then I looked at my friend, and I was like, you me mugging. And she's like, no, I'm not. But then she'd be sitting there like it's just, like her facial expressions just, it gave angry black woman. Okay, it gave the black woman negative stereotype. Okay, it just did. So I took a picture of her. I went click. True story, y'all. I went click and I turned it around to her and I said, this is what you look like right now. And she was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, you look mean as fuck. I wouldn't approach you. Maybe this is why you can't find nobody when you go out. You look mean as hell. So it was a combination too. She had resting bitch face and she may not have been, I ain't gonna go there. But mainly it was RBF. Okay. So I say all that to say sometimes the men just don't approach y'all because y'all look mean as hell. And then nowadays when men approach y'all want to put them on the internet and make fun of them, be like, look at this man approaching me. Ugh. Like, calm down. Fix your face. A lot of these men still want to talk to women. They have no time. They don't have a problem approaching women. Y'all just have to be approachable. And I get it. The men you don't want be approaching y'all, but that don't mean cut off all the men. Just say in a nice way, like, oh, I got a husband or whatever. I don't know what the fuck I be saying. I know what I be saying, but I ain't gonna tell y'all what I say because that's my game. But yeah, just be a little more approachable. Be nicer. Hell, some of y'all, ugh. And I'm a woman. I'd be like, what's wrong with her? Just saying.
What can guys do to stand out in getting girls?
Oh, be funny, charismatic, laid back as well.
Laid back?
Yeah, definitely laid back. Not too like nervous.
You've no thoughts?
I don't know. I want guys to stop approaching us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, she wants guys to stop approaching girls. You don't though, right?
No, like I feel like it would be nice if a guy is nice and he's like, oh, you look beautiful today.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to know you. Just a gentleman.
Yeah. Because I feel like in this day and age, it's like nobody really does it anymore. Like it's so rare.
Yeah, it's all
like
dating apps now, and
men have to know when to do it. Like if you see me in a rush, like I don't want you to stop and like
that's
get to know me.
Okay, but what if let's say she's at a coffee shop like what we're doing right now?
That's okay, but like don't be pushy. And also if I say no, just like go away.
Yeah.
I have a question though. If you're walking down the street and you don't want to be approached, and a guy approaches you and says the right thing, is there a wrong time to be approached?
No.
Yes.
I think it's chemistry. Definitely, you'll feel it.
Yeah.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Like you can feel if someone's like being like weird and a freak, or when someone's being genuine and he's genuinely like. I think it'd be nice if a guy seen you and like he was like, yeah, wait. Well, you can't just let go now, you know. That's true. I'd love to get to know you.
There has to be some kind of like tension. Like it has to be kind of funny.
But like, okay, I have
guys.
a question. If he's overly slick and he's like, he just sways you straight away.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be walking into the toilet and they'll be like, hey. Yeah.
Didn't even need to go here.
Yeah. Okay, so funny, charismatic, and it doesn't matter where you approach. You just got to be funny, charismatic, and laid back. It's all on intuition. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. What are your names?
Zarina.
Nice name.
Omnia.
Nice to meet you, Omnia and Zarina. Ciao.
And that's really it. I think he's exposing what men go through. It's like a trap, right? Modern women have pretty much eliminated every single location that a man used to meet him, that a man used to approach. And then you're acting confused as to why men stop approaching you. Where else is he supposed to go? What else is he supposed to do? You don't approach here. Don't go there. Don't do this. Don't do that. And now guys are like, well, there's not really anywhere that I can approach without being labeled a creep. Man, these women, man.